Hey guys, my name is Jamble and we are finally in 2021. This year should be the year that we can finally get our hands on Hytale. Today we're going to be talking about some of the very noticeable differences between Hytale and Minecraft. For those who might not know the differences or maybe can't even tell the differences. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Art style. So firstly let's talk about the art style of Hytale. One thing that you can notice from Hytale is that the actual models and textures are far more detailed than when you look at Minecraft's textures. They are all 16 by 16, which gives Minecraft a iconic simplicity, but Hytale is far more complicated and such more detailed. Hytale has a 64 by 64 texture size, and what this means is that all the textures have much more detail in it, which can show things way more clearly, and really more detailed things can be turned into Hytale models or blocks. Also, when it comes to Hytale's art style, it is far more cartoony and bright, where Minecraft gives a very retro and maybe even a little bit of a darker feeling, more of a lonely feeling. Now, by no means am I saying that Minecraft has a bad art style. All I'm saying is that Hytale is far more cartoony, more brighter, and this will really affect you when you're playing it. When you're playing Hytale, the brighter and the differences in the art style will make the game feel so much more different than what you realise. And I feel like when people start playing Hytale, they're not going to go, oh, this is just a Minecraft clone. They're going to feel the noticeable differences. For a good example, I mean, take a game such as Valorant and CSGO. Very similar in concept, but when you play both games, they're very different in how they actually play out, that they do feel so different, and I feel like their art style choices being so different is a part of that. Expressive player models. Hytale has very expressive player models, compared to Minecraft at least. For example, look at the differences here. With Hytale, your character has a real face that animates, eyes that look around, eyebrows that move up and down, and for me, this just makes the players feel more real and alive, especially because everything from the eyebrows, eyes, where is the nose? And the mouth just moves. I mean, everything about the player is so expressive and real. And when we play the game and we can see player models of other creatures, including our characters, starting to make expressions with their faces, we're really gonna have a deeper connection to the game, because it's going to make it seem more real, and because the more realistic it is, the more connected we're going to be to the things in the game. Such as the animals, right? If your dog is making faces to you, you know, puppy eyes, it's barking, its tongue's out, it's running around making, you know, different faces, the more it's going to confuse your brain and say, this dog is a real creature, which is going to be deep on an emotional level to the player. Smarter AI. The AI in Hytale, at least from what I've seen, are really smart. They have tasks and goals and react to sounds, the weather, items and other mobs. The AI really makes the game feel like the player is a part of a living, breathing world. What I really dislike about Minecraft's mobs is that they are quite boring. Creepers, skeletons and zombies only exist for the player. If the player wasn't in the world, what would creepers do? What would they exist for? They have no goal or reason to exist except from to blow up the player. Where Hytale has lore for its AI, Quebecs and Trorks are in a war. The reason why they're there is because they're fighting each other. They're living without the player. They don't spawn outside the player's house purely just to kill the player because it's nighttime. They're there because the lore has a reason why they're there. And that's so important to me, is that their AI is built around a lore. On top of that, the animals hunt for survival and play with each other or react with each other. You know, Hytale has very advanced AI where a frog could react to another frog and hop up and down and do an emote. And really, it just makes the world feel so much more real. It makes the world feel so much more vivid. And the AI being smarter is a big part to playing that. Landscape and world generation. We all have had it where we fly or walk too fast on Minecraft and the world chunks lag and we are floating in space, or maybe you join a server and because 10 people are exploring in different areas, and because the world is trying to load the 10 different areas that people are walking in, the world has a hard time to understand that, and it might take another player 2 minutes just to break a single block. Now, with Hytale's world generation and landscape, the game will run a lot smoother. And on top of that, the landscaping is beautiful. I just want to run around in Hytale and explore. I mean, look at how beautiful the scenery of Hytale is. And the prefabs such as the trees, rocks and structures which make the game just feel so much more beautiful and real. The landscape and the world generation in Hytale is just so amazing that it just makes me want to ditch anything that Minecraft has to offer. Minecraft's landscape and world generation is so outdated. This is the future. This is, you know, where landscape and world generation has taken us with Hytale. And seeing the mass differences of, you know, just the natural buildings that spawn in the game, you can see why a lot of builders will be jumping ship from Minecraft to Hytale. Along with that, you have sideways slabs, which will offer builders more variety in what they can or cannot build. I mean, many times I've tried building like a statue in a Hytale, and I'm like, man, if only I had a sideways slab here, or if only I had smaller blocks. And with Hytale offering so much tools for builders and creators that are looking to landscape. And another thing is that Hytale has world edit in the base game. No longer will you need to go and mod your game just for the basic building tools. They should be in the base game by now. Hytale offers so much to builders and people who just want a good scenery to be in. The tools. When you look at all the options Hytale offers its players, I know for sure that even if the base game isn't the best, that the mods that the community offers will be fantastic. I mean, from a modding API to actual film set tools, I know for sure that I'm going to be diving into these areas and that the community is going to make something so amazing just using the tools that Hypixel Studios has offered. Hypixel Studios has been smart enough to know long-lasting games give their players the ability to customize. I mean, look at Gmod, Minecraft, Roblox, or even Skyrim. People don't play those games just for their stories. They play them because of the tools and the modding and the things that the community does in those games. If Skyrim didn't have its modding community, people wouldn't play it as much as they do. If Minecraft didn't have its mini-games, servers, modding and its skin editing, do you think that Minecraft would be as big as it is? The tools that we're going to get is going to be one of the biggest reasons why this game is going to do really, really well. And I can't wait for Hytale. And now that we're in 2021, we're closer to getting our hands on the game ourselves. And if that's not something to be excited for, I don't know what is. Thank you and community. As we dive headfirst into 2021, we get closer to the release date of Hytale, and I just want to say thank you to some of the other content creators who have personally helped me in 2020. Firstly, I want to say thank you to Connor, or Quebec Corner. Connor is just an extremely talented guy, but a very genuine and nice guy as well. He has helped me get into the Hytale community, and honestly, the main guy leading the Hytale community. He is just a really, really great guy, and the fact that we raised $3,500 for comic relief this December was amazing, and everyone involved all agrees that without Connor, we wouldn't have been able to do that. So thank you so much, Connor, for everything that you have offered me and everything that you have done for the Hytale community. It honestly means a lot to all of us. Thank you to Chris, or Canadian Flash, who was the first guy to help me and my channel. He sent people my way to check out my content, and we have started a really great friendship. Chris is one of the most motivated people in the Hytale community, and he creates content like a machine. He is just so talented beyond words, and all of his content is just so good. He goes into so much detail about the lore, and really he is going to be one of the main creators who does extremely well in the Hytale community, and really without him I don't think I would be where I am. So thank you, Mr. Canadian man. Thank you to my boy, my home slice, Ethan, or Dank Corpse, who has just been another pillar of the community, but has united a lot of us together. Ethan is kind of a shadow in the community and deserves way more light. He works so hard for others and has one of the most amazing personalities that you could meet in a guy. Also, he has showed me D&D for the first time, which has been great, and really he is just so talented. His writing is just next level and his content is just so good. So go check him out, guys, because honestly, he's another guy who's going to do extremely well and he deserves every credit that he can get. Thanks to Håkon, Lee and Tom, or Highcast, who have become good friends to me and are just great members of the Hytale community. Honestly, Lee and Håkon's Hytale art is amazing, and you guys probably have seen it on Twitter, and if you haven't, go check them out. Tom's Highcast is just honestly great, and when Hytale releases, it's just going to be amazing. I can't wait to see the interviews that he's going to have in the future. And these guys are just really great people, and they're all just really great to be around and really good friends to have. Thanks to Declan, who is just another fantastic artist, and you have probably seen his 3D models. He's starting a really good YouTube channel, so you guys should go and check him out, because really, again, he just has this amazing personality, and he deserves way more subscribers because his content is god level. Thank you to Hytale News for allowing me to be one of the voices of your channel and helping me grow a lot. Hytale News, also known as Infest and Oncity, are really nice guys and are really super excited for Hytale, and you know, again, they're the biggest channel in Hytale, and to be a part of that is really nice. So thank you very much to Hytale News. And thank you so much to Miss Willow, Swervy, Mr. Passion, Ethos Paladin, Grim, Senza, Frenzy, Blue, Chironic and Panther, and the Hypixel team themselves for really supporting me and being good friends, and, you know, joining me and everyone else on this journey into Hytale. It's been so great. And meeting you all in 2020 has been a great blessing, so thank you so much, every single one of you. Also guys, go check out a channel called Exodus Ablaze. He has just joined our Hytale community, and his art is fantastic. So you guys should definitely go check him out and subscribe to him if you can. And before I end this video, thank you so much to every single one of my subscribers. I'm so close to 500 subscribers, and everyone in this community has been so amazing. To grow this many subscribers in 2 months, or maybe just under 2 months, has just been so great. I mean, I can't stress enough how grateful I am. So thank you so much, and I hope that you all have a lovely day. Goodbye.